What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. First of all, guys, thank you for all the support. I just hit 200 subscribers in just a small amount of time. It's really good. I'm so happy about it. I am so happy making these videos for you guys. It's a lot of fun for me. I hope you guys really like them and find value in them, and trust me, I will continue providing this type of content. So just make sure to turn that notification bell on. And yeah, guys, you've read that title correct. I will show you the best way to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion. I will start a new series where I will explain to you guys what the best way to trade a certain asset is, in my opinion. So I would like to see what asset you want me, guys. You want me to analyze and show you what the best way to trade an asset is, in my opinion. So if you want to find out the best way to trade gold, you can just leave me a comment saying that, look, I want to see your opinion on how to trade gold the best way. The same goes for Nasdaq, US30, certain FX pairs, whatever you guys want. Just drop a comment and I will make a video on them. Okay, so let's jump straight into the Bitcoin chart. As you guys probably know, Bitcoin had a big dip today. Unexpected, to be honest. I thought it would consolidate around the 40K area, but I didn't see it drop below. But guess what? It did drop below, and now the next support is around 37.3K. It might go there. Hopefully, it won't go below there. And yeah, guys, today I'm gonna show you the best way to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion. I have my trusted signal oscillator right here because you guys know I love to use it. Also, if you guys want to purchase the trusted signal indicator, I will have a link down in my description. Make sure to click that and check them out. But yeah, guys, let me jump straight into how I think you should trade Bitcoin the best way. So, first of all, I will start by doing my zones on the daily time frame, guys, because on Bitcoin, there's no point in going on the weekly because, as you can see, it's not really a point. But what I use for marking my zones is the daily time frame, okay? So on the daily, I will draw the major zones. So we have the all-time high here around 68K, 69K. Okay. Then I will draw my this is also a significant area. The 50K-ish area is also very significant. The 40K area was also very, very crucial. This area right here that actually was broken today. I mean, I'm curious to see if the daily candle actually closes below this or if it's just going to be a wick. Because if it's just going to be a wick, that's a good sign in my opinion. So hopefully the daily will close around here and not below. Okay, the next strong support zone is 37-ish area, 37K. So right here where Bitcoin is actually going. And like the last support, in my opinion, that we have is 30K. Why I'm saying this, I mean, it's not the last support, of course, but if Bitcoin drops below 30K, then we are in a bear market, in my opinion. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's my opinion. You can do whatever you want with it. Okay, so right now, after I did my major zones on the daily time frame, what I like to do is to actually drop to the H4. And on the H4, I like to do my market structure. So the way I trade Bitcoin is with market structure. Okay, so market structure is very important with Bitcoin, in my opinion. Okay, so just to make sure you guys know what market structure means, I will show you an example here. Okay, so as you guys know, market moves in higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then market decides to drop, doing lower low and lower highs, till it eventually breaks our previous higher low and then switches off the momentum. Okay, so basically this was the most recent higher low. Okay, and when price broke this higher low, it caused a break of structure, then it retested, and then it switched off the momentum, now price being in a downtrend, creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay, this is basically what market structure means. It's very simple. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know what I mean. Okay, and then on the H4, what I would do is to mark up my market structure. Okay, so as we can see, guys, we have the previous higher low lower high right here. Okay, and then from that lower high, Bitcoin went for a lower low right here. Okay, so now we have this range. Okay, we have this range. What we can wait for now is because look, just to make sure you guys understand. So this right here was a lower high as well, that created a new lower low right here. Okay, from here to here, this is a new lower low that has been created. Then Bitcoin retraced a bit here, then it consolidated, and then boom, it went here, and from here it created a new lower low. Okay, so you can use this as your lower high, this area right here, or this one as well. Okay, if you want to be more I like to use the full body of the candle, enjoy my market structure and not the wicks. Okay, if you want to be more conservative, you can use this lower high, or if not, you can use this one. Okay, so now guys, what you want to look for, if you want to look for some setups. Okay, so we are in a downtrend. Okay, market is creating lower highs, lower lows. We are in a clear downtrend. Okay, so now you guys have two options. Options one, you can go on the H1 and follow market structure on the H1 based on the H4 trend. Okay, and make your entries based on of that. Or if you want to stay on the H4, you guys can do this. Okay, the first entry that could happen could be an entry of a fib retracement. Okay, so you would just place your fib there. Okay, and you would wait for price to approach this area right here, the golden area. That's how I like to call it, the 61.8. You guys can wait for Bitcoin to approach this area. We can see that we have a area of interest around here. Okay, so if Bitcoin reaches that area there, you can enter a short position right here with your take profit right on the lower low, your stop loss above the 78.6, and you will have a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward. Okay, but that's just the first step. You guys have to wait for what? So when Bitcoin approaches this area, let's say, you guys need to wait for a bearish candlestick confirmation to get in. Okay, you can wait for a bearish candlestick confirmation either on the H4, or you can go to the H2 time frame and look for a bearish candlestick pattern there. Okay, if you see one, then okay, you can enter the trade. Okay, a next confirmation would be if we see a hidden bearish divergence on our trusted signal oscillator. So if we have both of these, a rejection of this level with a bearish candlestick pattern, and a bearish hidden divergence, then that's just a clear signal for us to get into that trade and enter a sell with these parameters. Okay, this would be my stop loss and take profit. Okay, this is what I like to use with the fib. Okay, so this would be a opportunity, a possibility. Okay, the next one, well, we can wait for price to approach this lower high. Okay, because usually price tends to do that. So you can wait for price to approach this area again. okay, and then you can enter for a sell there. Again, when can you enter a sell, guys? Tell me. So this would be the setup. This is even a more high risk to reward, almost a 1 to 4. So when would you guys enter a sell right here? A, if we see a rejection from this area, meaning a bearish candlestick pattern form on the H4 or H2, and if we also see a hidden bearish divergence forming on the trusted signal oscillator. So if we have both, that's even better. If we have only one, you can take the risk going in, but make sure to move your stop loss at break even when you are, let's say, halfway through. Okay, so when prices approaches this area, make sure to move your stop loss at break even. Okay, so these are the confirmations. Okay, the third um, the third possibility would be this one, for price to approach the more conservative lower high. Okay, and then do the same exact thing from here, and you could enter a sell. I don't have to go through that again. I think you guys know all my confirmations before taking a trade. This would be the one with the smallest stop loss, okay, and the biggest risk to reward. Okay, this would be a 6-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Okay, so again, you would enter if you see a candlestick confirmation and also a hidden bearish divergence, or a bearish divergence in this case. And yeah, guys, as you can see, we have 3 opportunities, and this is the beauty of the risk to reward ratio. So on one of them we had 1 to 3, on the other one we have 1 to 4, and on the last one we have 1 to 6, guys. Okay, so even if we miss 2 of the opportunities, let's say we get into a sell on the fib level and our stop loss gets hit, then we get another confirmation on this area, we enter a sell, and then our stop loss gets hit again. And then the third one, we enter and our take profit is hit. Okay, so we still would have been like 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio up, so that's still a big win, you know. So that's the beauty of risk to reward, guys, because um that's how I like to use this strategy. I don't mind being stopped out. Okay, you can be stopped out here, you can be stopped out here, but then eventually you might actually get in the right trade, and your take profit would be hit, and guess what, you would have made uh, a 1 to 6 risk to reward. Even though you only won one trade and you lost the other two, you will still be in profit. Okay, so that's the beauty about this strategy. And the fourth and last opportunity is if Bitcoin does this. Let me show you guys. This applies for a bullish trend as well. I just show you the current market just for the sake of it. This is the fourth and last opportunity, okay, where Bitcoin can shift in momentum and become bullish again if it breaks this 44K, if you want to be conservative, or if you want to be more aggressive, this 43K. You would enter a buy here with a stop loss around this area, and then for a take profit you can either aim this as a take profit 1, and TP2 could be the 51K area. Okay, so if you go for the TP2, look at this, you have a 1 to 8 risk to reward ratio. That's really good. If you're risking $100 and win the trade, you'll basically make $800 out of this trade. Okay, so for here, what you would like to see is a break, and then a retest, and then a bullish candlestick pattern forming. Okay, if you see that on the H2 or H4, then okay, you're good to entry. You enter a buy and wait for Bitcoin to move. Okay, so, or what you could see is actually this is another case. I mean, this is pretty rare, but this can also happen. From here to here, we created a higher high, and sometimes you'll see that price might come to the 61.8, which is actually lower than this previous lower high, and then bounce off this area. Okay, so you if you want, you can keep that in mind as well, and enter with the fib. You would enter with the fib right here on the 61.8 if you get a confirmation. You would place your stop loss around this area under the 78.6, and take profit 1 here and take profit 2 here. This would be a 1 to 11 risk to reward. Okay, so even bigger. So yeah, like you have to keep an open mind. This is all I'm stressing about. So this is the best way to trade Bitcoin, in my opinion, guys, is with market structure, and also make your zones on the daily. But yeah, like this is literally how I trade Bitcoin. Of course, in cryptocurrency, I like to invest long term in the altcoins, but if I'm trading Bitcoin, this is how I'm trading it. Okay, so you just gotta keep in mind to make your market structure, know where you're at, what your range is, because this from here to here, this is a range. That's how it's called. Okay, and then establish your possible entries. Okay, because guess what? You might lose the first one, then the second one, then the third one, and then you might win the fourth one. And if you have a good risk to reward ratio like this one, let's say, it doesn't matter that you lose 3 trades, and let's say you lost $300. Okay, you lost $300 on 3 trades in a row, but then you win this trade and make 1.1k. You make $1,100. Okay, so guess what? You're in profit $800. And what's your win rate? Well, you basically lose 3 trades and won one single trade, and you're up $800. Okay, so that's why that's why I always say that risk to reward is always important, especially if you day or swing trade, because if you scalp, then that's another story. On scalping, I like to use a one-to-one risk to reward, but that's another style of trading. So yeah, guys, this is literally how I trade Bitcoin, and personally, this is the best way. Personally, in my opinion, this is the best way you can trade Bitcoin. Of course, this is not financial advice. I suggest you guys make your own analysis and use this only as a confirmation. If you like the video, make sure to drop me a like. Also, share it if you want. Leave me a comment on what you want me to analyze further on. And yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, I will drop you my Telegram link down below as well, so you can message me over there. And yeah, have a nice weekend.